Hi, this is Lisa Johnson with Make It Monday, and today I'm going to show you how to distress your cardstock edges to add a whimsical feeling to your projects. And I've created this distressed star birthday card to show you just how it's done.
I'm going to go ahead and start off this card by stamping on our craft card base here a star strip image from Let Freedom Ring. Add a little extension over to the side here. And then in order for them to line up a little bit better, I just rotate and use the other angle of my stamp and line those up right there. I want this card to look kind of whimsical, and that distressing will add just a little bit of maturity to it. Okie dokie. Next we have a great sentiment from Inside and Out Birthday. Love the font combinations of this particular stamp. For some reason I just like to rub and pat my stamps, make sure I get a really good coverage before moving forward on that. There we have it. The next thing is add a little bit of the white ink around the edges, and when I get down to the bottom I'll go over it again actually because I want it to look like the stars are kind of rising. Okay, so just a little bit, just come in a little bit flatter and deeper on this. See how it kind of gives that kind of cloudy look. A little rising star from the dust, so to speak. Alright, we'll set that aside and let that dry for a minute. But in the Stinging Stars collection we have 3 amazing star shapes, sizes and everything, and I chose to just utilize the largest and the smallest for today's project. And I went ahead and pre-cut those today. There's that big one, and I did 2 little ones as well. I'm going to go ahead and start off by doing this big one. I want it to take a little bit more time to dry. This is this large swirl flourish from Embellishments. Love this image. I just think it's so elegant. I think we forget sometimes to pull out some of the images from sets that we wouldn't think of as birthday. So I really recommend you going through some of your older sets and just reviewing them, seeing what you could mix and match. Like so. And we'll put that aside for it to dry. I've got a little dot here for a dot spot. Ink that up as well. I'm going to offset this dot a little bit because I don't want it just to be smack dab in the middle. I kind of want it to be over to the side. Okay, like so. And lastly, small Argyle dashed image. I was going to say dotted, but it's dashed. And I like to, when I have something that has a straight line like this, I like to kind of align the diamond so it's right smack dab in the middle. I think it feels a little bit more symmetrical doing it that way. Okay. And just a happy star wants to keep flopping around. We'll put that aside. One of the things, there's tools all over the place, and for me, I just would assume use what I have on hand if at all possible, because it just saves me from having to keep track of different tools and where I put them and have them all stacked up on my workspace. So for me, I like to just use scissors, and how I do it is kind of like you would peel potatoes. I don't know, my grandma used to peel potatoes in can, and that's what I think of. You know, you're doing this. So I just kind of scrape right along the edges there and fluff it out a little bit. You can hold it firm close to the edge. It gives you a little bit of a advantage. flick off these a little bit as I go. Another way to do it is to open up your scissors and simply just scrape it along. There's different ways depending on how your cardstock is kind of reacting as you hold it that you can do. You know, like I said, they've got all sorts of tools out there, but why spend the extra money? You can just use your scissors, then you can go buy more stamps. That's what I like to do. See the mess I'm making? Isn't it fun? Okay. So what's neat is if you're doing this and something wrinkles up, hey, that's okay, because it's supposed to look a little bit distressed. Distressed, but not shabby, and that's kind of a different look that we're going for. It's not that shabby chic look. So I'll just take this and garbage there, clear my worksheet. Alrighty, so per the magic of TV, I went ahead and have these already done because we want to save time, don't we? And I'm going to add to this one a few crystals. Let's see how I want that. Just like that. Yeah, just like that. Okay. And so. And so. Gotta love bling. It adds just so much fun to your card. Now we have our card here. Add a little foam square. You really don't need to use a lot with these. It's fine not to. Okay, let's see where I want to put this. Lovely here. A little farther in. How about that? Does that look good? Okay, we'll go with that. Next, our little teal star, or excuse me, Hawaiian Shores. Raspberry Fizz, Hawaiian Shore, Orange Zest. Gotta love this combination. I just wanted to tuck this one over, but not this one here. And I'm actually really placing this strategically because I want these angles to kind of frame this happy birthday here. Kind of points you right to it. And a little score tape. And I gotta tell you, with score tape, I just tear it right off. I don't worry about even using my scissors and glopping them up a tiny bit. We'll hide that guy right there. Come on, stay. Two more little accent blings over to the side here. And I just use my scissors again because I lightly put them on to align them so they're nice and straight. And there you go. One happy birthday card ready to go and give away to somebody that you've been thinking of and care deeply about. Thank you for joining me today for Make It Monday.